You think you know The Jungle Book? Well, here's some things you may not have known about the live-action remake of this Disney classic.
If you can't learn to run with the pack, one of these days you'll be someone's dinner.
Jon Favreau, director of the 2016 remake of The Jungle Book, used to watch Disney's 1967 animated Jungle Book when he was a kid. As such, he felt a responsibility in bringing some of the spirited feel of Disney's original animation, as well as stay true to author Rudyard Kipling's original story. He wanted to underscore the importance of nature, aware that the way people view nature today is different than that of Kipling's time, stating, quote, "In Kipling's time, nature was something to be overcome. Now nature is something to be protected."
Man is forbidden!
In homage to Disney's original animated film, the live-action version brought lyricist Richard M. Sherman aboard to help craft songs for the new film. Sherman was one of the original composers of the animated Jungle Book, alongside his brother Robert, who unfortunately passed away in 2012. With Sherman working on the score for the film, it should have a familiar feel to the original, though by no means is this film a musical. Favreau was firm in making that known.
I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you too.
The Jungle Book was released in India a full week before it was released in the United States on April 15, 2016. This put it at an April 8th release, which was purposeful as its release coincided with the Indian New Year. When it came to casting Mowgli, casting director Sarah Finn had to be thorough. Thousands of children were auditioned for the role, coming from all over the world to give it a shot. It wasn't until Neil Sethi auditioned that Mowgli was cast. According to Finn, Sethi has, quote, "the heart, the humor, and daring of the character." Sethi had never acted prior to The Jungle Book, and his audition for the role was his first. He admits, however, that Finn preferred to be relaxed than to act too hard. Quote, "They didn't like when I acted. They liked me when I was myself." In order to have something for Sethi to act against, Jim Henson's Creature Shop created puppets of the animals Mowgli would interface with. However, none of these puppets are seen in the finished product of the film. Additionally, some actors' performances were recorded with motion capture. Favreau was adamant about avoiding the overuse of technology in an already effects-heavy film. Despite this, the visual effects were in the good hands of the moving picture company and Weta Digital. MPC actually developed entirely new software to animate the animals' musculature, whereas Weta animated the King Louie scenes. Favreau was keen on bringing out the features of the actors who voiced the animals, according to the visual effects supervisor Keith Miller. For example, certain aspects of Christopher Walken's face, such as the wrinkles and lines, were incorporated into his character, King Louie. In the original Disney animated film, King Louie was an orangutan. However, in this most recent iteration of the story, he is a Gigantopithecus, a long-deceased and extinct ancestor of the orangutan. This odd choice was made not only because it was more visually impressive, but also because Gigantopithecus is thought to have lived primarily in India, whereas the original orangutan was not native to India.
I am the king of the Badalag. Call me Louie.
Baloo is voiced by Bill Murray. However, he isn't the first Murray to voice this character. In the 1998 direct-to-video movie The Jungle Book Mowgli Story, Murray's older brother, Brian Doyle Murray, took on the role of Baloo. Many of the animals in the film are represented as being almost 150% larger than they occur in the wild. One such creature to appear larger than life is Kaa, voiced by Scarlett Johansson. For Johansson, the actual size of Kaa informed her of how she should go about the role, stating, quote, "For me, it was kind of exciting to reinvent this character with John. I think that was important for John to show me how she was scaled in proportion to Mowgli, and it sort of informed what the presence of my voice would be."
Poor, sweet little cub. What are you doing so deep in the jungle?
Favreau opted to change Kaa's gender to female in an attempt to balance the male-heavy cast. Aside from Kaa, the only other female character is Raksha, the female wolf played by Lupita Nyong'o. And here's a bonus one. In order to make the animals realistic and believable when speaking, Favreau studied past films that attempted the same thing. He researched more modern interpretations such as Babe, as well as older entries in the talking animal genre such as Bambi. He pulled inspiration from these films and had the production team incorporate aspects of them into The Jungle Book.
Let's be on our way.
But I'm helping Baloo get ready for hibernation.
Bears don't hibernate in a jungle.
Not full hibernation, but I nap a lot.
That's it for this episode of You Think You Know Movies. Make sure to subscribe, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and get the latest movie and TV news on ScreenCrush.com.